How often do you ponder the invisible forces that shape our world? Today we dive into the intriguing realm of ideology, a concept that has fascinated philosophers for centuries. In the simplest terms, an ideology is a set of beliefs, values, and ideas that an individual or a group holds. But like a chameleon, the definition of ideology changes its color based on who you ask. Take Karl Marx, for instance. He saw ideology as a veil, a false consciousness that masks the reality of social relations. He believed that the dominant ideas of any society are the ideas of its ruling class. So according to Marx, if you're a worker who believes in the virtues of capitalism, you're living in an ideological fog. You've bought into the ruling class's ideology, which serves their interests, not yours. Contrast that with the view of Louis Althusser, another Marxist philosopher. Althusser argued that ideology is not a veil, but an inescapable part of human life. We're all always already in ideology, he said, from the moment we're born. For Althusser, ideology is not just about ideas in our heads. It's about our everyday practices, our rituals, our routines. It's about how we live our lives. Now, shift gears to the liberal philosopher John Locke. Locke believed in the power of reason and individual liberty. For him, ideology was not about manipulation or domination. It was a rational system of ideas that could guide human action towards progress and enlightenment. Then there's Hannah Arendt, a political theorist who fled Nazi Germany. Arendt saw ideology as a dangerous form of political thought. She believed that ideologies like Nazism and communism try to impose a single, totalizing view of the world. They reject the complexity and diversity of human experience. They demand conformity and obedience. So what do we make of these different views on ideology? Marx sees ideology as a tool of power. Althusser sees it as an inescapable part of life. Locke sees it as a guide to progress, and Arendt sees it as a threat to freedom. Yet despite their differences, all these philosophers share a common insight. They all recognize that ideology shapes our world in profound and often invisible ways. It influences how we think, how we act, how we understand ourselves and others. It can bind us together or tear us apart. It can lead us towards progress or towards destruction. In conclusion, ideology is a complex and multifaceted concept. It's a battleground where philosophers wage war with their words. It's a mirror that reflects our deepest values and fears. It's a map that guides our journey through the world. And whether we're aware of it or not, it's a force that shapes our lives every single day. So the next time you find yourself in a heated debate, remember, you're not just arguing about facts. You're wrestling with ideologies, with deeply held beliefs and values that shape how we see the world. And who knows? Maybe understanding ideology can help us navigate our disagreements with more wisdom and compassion. After all, as the philosophers have shown us, ideology is not just about ideas. It's about us. It's about our lives, our societies, our futures.